What's up, everybody? It's your boy, and I'm back like I never left. Welcome back to another episode of C3 Comics. As always, I want to thank everybody for stopping by and check out the channel. I know I've been MIA for a little while, but guess what? I'm back, and I still have my love and my passion for my comics. Alright, so without further ado, we're going to jump right on in, and I'm going to show you what I've been up to. First off, we're going to start with DC, and we got Wonder Woman, issue number 768, and this is that Josh Middleton cover, and it has that first appearance of Liar Liar with her new uniform on. Beautiful artwork by Josh Middleton. Next up from DC, I grabbed a couple of these. We've got that DC's Very Merry Multi-Universe with that beautiful cover, issue number 1. And if I'm not mistaken, I guess there's supposed to be a first appearance of a new Flash in here. Kid Quick, they're calling him. Yep, so I can't wait to check them out. And when I went into the LCS, they had 2 per customer, so we were allowed to grab 2, so I did. You know, one that I can pop open and read, and the other one for speculation and just to put in the box, you know, just in case. Keep it in good condition. Moving right along, we're going to jump into my Marvel. And everybody know King in Black has been activated, yo. And he's here. Null is here. So we got Venom, issue number 31. Donny Cates killing it. You know, if you're not reading Donny Cates, you definitely must be lost in the sauce. I encourage you to definitely go out and grab Venom. Anything Donny Cates is writing is hot right now. And with that being said, we'll check out Thor, issue number 10. Excellent read. I like what Cates is doing. He's tying everything in. So I'm very excited about seeing where he's going to go with this stuff, man. Donny Cates is a very interesting writer. How he just pulls everything from different universes, from different story arcs, and just ties everything in together, man. So anytime you see something with Donny Cates on it that he's writing, you should probably pick it up and give it a read. I'm not saying he's the best writer ever. I'm just saying he's really doing this thing. He's definitely one of the best writers that I've had the opportunity of reading myself. All right, next up, this was on the shelf. It was one left, so I grabbed it. I had to get that Daredevil issue number 25. Everybody's going crazy over this one. Got that nullified variant. First appearance of Elektra as Daredevil. Everybody was excited about that. And not for nothing, once I saw this, I kind of like got that understanding that last, I think a couple of issues back where we had just a mask on the cover and everybody was going crazy talking about Iron Daredevil costume. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it wasn't an Iron Daredevil costume. Maybe it was her mask, you know, because it was a little slimmer and the way the horns were shaped and everything. So that probably was just her mask. All right. So anyway, but next up from Marvel, we got Skottie Young's Strange Academy, issue number 6. You got the first cover appearance of The Wood. Skottie Young doing an excellent job at creating this story right here. Putting new characters on the market, creating new possible speculation for the whole industry to go on. Like he's really putting a good amount of effort and energy into this. You can tell he's having fun creating it. Open doors for new characters, possibly shine through. I can't wait to see what happens with that. All right. Next up, we've got the Samaritan, the Frost Giant's daughter. All right. This is from Ablaze, and this is issue number 1. Right. And this is a continuation from that controversial Conan story that came out a while back. But a friend of mine's at work actually let me read it in trade paperback, and this is the continuation of that. When Thor was going off to war and he got all disoriented and he wind up seeing the Frost Giant's daughter and fought her two brothers and killed her two brothers in the middle of a blizzard. So I can't wait to read this and see how this carries out also. Very interesting story. I really loved it, and I appreciated the fact that my coworker let me read that book, man. He really didn't have to do that. So shout out to my boy Trav at work, appreciate that. Next up from Boom Studio, we have 7 Secrets, and this is issue number 5. Another great story about secrets that are being held. One person is the keeper of the secrets, and others are holders. And this story is turning out to be a genuine story, another original, that you can really, really get behind when you're reading it. Take your time and just enjoy just another awesome story arc. So, shout out to Tom Taylor for another good story. I can definitely recommend that you read 7 Secrets as well. 7 Secrets is a good read. There's been a lot of few good reads out. Independents are really, really killing it. For 2020, outside of everything else that's been going on, the independents have really, really been holding their own. And again, speaks for itself. From Boom Studio, we got Jeremy Hahn, The Red Mother. And this is issue number 11. Slow burn, but every minute and every second of this comic book counts. The author has just been perfect with this. I have no complaints about this book, and it's a must read. It's a cliffhanger to cliffhanger to cliffhanger. Just has you on the edge of your seat. You can't wait till the next issue comes. And I put this Red Mother right up there with Something's Killing the Children. Like 2 absolute great stories. And man, I just love them, man. Red Mother, I definitely recommend you grab that as well. From Image Comics, Robert Kirkman, Scott Gimble. I've been enjoying this book since they put it out. If you like sloppy, messy, just gritty, die. Murder, just off the charts with just stupid nonsense. And I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. I would love to see this one come to a television show, because I think we can really, really get a kick out of this. So great job with Die. So while I was out there, it was still on the shelf, so I grabbed it. Another one, Donny Cates. You got crossover issue number 1. I grabbed that 1 in 10. And like I said, whatever Donny Cates is putting his hands on is turning to gold. He definitely has the Midas touch. So I grabbed crossover issue number 1. But I also made sure that I grabbed issue number 2. And I also grabbed that 1 in 10 Virgin cover. Really, really enjoying the story. And you could tell something's definitely going to happen in this. We're definitely going to get something big out of that. So everybody just stick with it. Next up, from Aftershock. This is something that I was in the chats listening to Rockin' Robbie and Dylan. My guy Dylan, you son of a... I'm not going to say it, don't worry. But Zach Thompson and Jen Hickman, Lonely Receiver, issue number 1. Right? And you guys were absolutely right. Rockin' Robbie and Dylan, like, this is a absolute bonkers book. I'm just reading the first one, so I got to make sure I go back and get the other ones and get caught up. But yeah, just imagine if you could have a relationship with your phone and you get all emotionally tied to it. It's just all these feelings going on about, are you cheating, and I thought you loved me, and all, but with a phone though. Like, it's like the wildest thing in the world, man. Like, but if you look at it, that's how people are today. So yeah, Lonely Receiver, issue number 1. Check it out. Crazy book. Weird. Crazy. They were right. Rockin' Robbie, Dylan, they were right. Last for my pickups, and then I'll show you a couple spec books and what I've been doing on the quiet tip. I got Vampirella issue number 5. I had to grab that Peach Momoko cover. That close-up, you know, that was a beautiful cover. You know, I got it for cover price, so you really can't complain. You know, anytime you can get Peach Momoko for cover price, you better grab it, because she's about to blow up. You know? Alright? So moving right along, I'm going to show you a couple spec books that I've been going back, and I just got these in the mail, right? So you know that this has been optioned, so I made sure that I grabbed 4 Kids Walk Into a Bank. So I grabbed cover A. You know, I'm not saying that, you know, this is going to make anyone rich or anything, but you know, 4 Kids Walk Into a Bank. It got a lot of heat when it first came out, and then it got optioned. You know, it's kind of quiet right now, but I wanted to make sure that I grabbed it. I actually heard about this when I was watching Jim Comics, and he was referencing to this book, and he was saying that it's one you definitely want to put in your collection. So shout out to Jim Comics. I definitely appreciate the heads up on this one right here, and I doubled back so I could grab it. So I grabbed that copy, and I also grabbed that Jackie Brown 4 Kids Walk Into a Bank variant, the hip hop variant. You know, so put in my collection. So I really appreciate that from Jim Comics. You know, and for those of you who don't know, Jim Comics is probably the man of comics, man. Probably one of the most watched speculators on YouTube. All right, and next up after that, I grabbed, and this one is coming from Black Mass Comics, and this one is Black, Chapter 1, issue number 1. All right. So if you see this out there, this one has been optioned as well. They're talking about production on it now, so definitely grab it. And these are 2 books, like I said. I was watching Jim Comics, and he mentioned these books, so I just wanted to double back and grab them. All right, just to make sure. Now what I'll have to do is get another copy of Black that I can actually read it, so I don't tear up this copy, because this one is in great condition. So I'll show you what I've been up to lately. All right, so here we have some of those $4 comics that come from Five Below. So I wanted to pop this open with you guys, and then we're gonna open up one of my boxes that came in the mail. All right. So let me grab my scissors. Put the end there. And I hope the holiday is going to treat everybody well. I know we're still dealing with this COVID situation. I myself, I've lost a few family members, and man, it's just been rough. And I've just been trying to cope with school and everything. Haven't been able to make my videos the way I want to. But like I said, I've been in the chats, and I've just been quiet, you know, trying not to get in anybody's way. Just trying to figure out where I want to go with my channel. And I know that what I want to do is make a more concentrated effort in the content that I make and in the comics that I collect. I don't want to just be spending money frivolously, and I want to make sure that I'm buying what I like, not what everybody else is necessarily talking about. But I want to make sure that, you know, and if someone mentions something that I'm interested in, you know, I'll grab it and give it a read. And if I like it, I like it. If I think somebody else may be interested in it, I may recommend it. But at the end of the day, I just want to make sure I'm making a concentrated effort on my part for my collection and getting the things that I like. So I may not necessarily be doing comic book hauls every week, or, you know, but I will be creating content that will share my passion for comics, right? So like I said, I was out and about, and I picked this up from Five Below, and it's one of those collector's edition, $2.50 Robin number 3s, right? And it's got that weird decal cover on it. You know, it's still in the bag. But like I said, for $4.25, you can't go wrong. You get about 4 or 5 comics in the bag. You know? So I just wanted to pop these open with you guys. Next up, we have Cable, issue number 2. Yep. Love the artwork on this, man. Yo, I tell you what, man, I don't care how much the artwork has improved over the years, man. You just can't go wrong when you get that old school artwork. You know, when you sit there and you look back and see how they used to draw the characters versus, and the paperwork that it's on. You know, compared to what we got going on now. I tell you what, a lot of quality went into comics, you know, back in the day. Yeah, and this is Cable, issue number 2, part 2 of 2. Right? What we got? You got John Romita Jr. John Romita Jr. on pencils. You got Dan Green, he's inker. You got Fabian Nicieza, he's the writer. Yeah, you can just tell a lot of quality. You know, paper feels great. The artwork is solid. What else we had in there? Decoy, issue number 3. Yeah. And it doesn't matter. You know, I've never seen Decoy before. It's actually my first time seeing it. But like I said, you know, for $4.25, you can't go wrong. You know, get a piece of history. You know, artwork, colors are popping. Yeah. Look at that. Full page work. Yeah. I like it. Yeah, so I may actually just sit down and just read that, figure out what it's all about. All right. And the last one that was in there, we have Secret Origins, issue number 9, starring the Golden Age, Flash, and the Star Spangled Kid. That's not bad at all. I like it. I like it. Beautiful. Yeah. And I love the smell of old comics, man. Like, can't beat that. Cosmic Boy. Yep. Good stuff. Yeah, so if you're in the Five Below, man, look around, see what they got. Check them out. See what they can hit you with. All right? So, before we go, right, we're going to pop this open. See what we got. Give me a second. Make sure I don't cut myself up. Pop the top. We're going to pop the top. Okay. We got a slab, people. We got a slab, people. Love the bubble wrap. Okay. All right. Nice. Nice. Perfect. Leave a comment down below if you knew what this was before I turned it around and showed it to you. Let me know. I want to see who know their comics. Who's the expert out there? All right. So what we have here, for those of you who don't know, and I'm proud to have it, it's not a 9.8, but it's the Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 361, CBCS 8.0, first appearance, Carnage. Happy to add this to my collection. I didn't have his first full appearance. I have his first full appearance, but I have it in the second print. So I'm glad that I was able to get this one for a good price, and I can add this to my collection. It did break the bank, as they keep moving forward with this Venom movie, and they're possibly talking about Carnage appearing. So I'll be happy to add this to my collection. All right? Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 361, first appearance of Carnage. 8.0. It's not a bad grade at all. I'll take it. I'm not rich, so I can't afford all the 9.8s everybody's going after, but I grab what I can afford, and I'm very, very happy to have this one. I'm blessed to have that one. I like it. Look at that, guys. Yes, 8.0. First appearance. Man, it looks good. It looks better in person than it did on the website. So I'm happy to have that. And technically, from where I sit, after watching Billy from Economics and Comics, he did a test. You guys go check him out over there too. Billy's Economics and Comics. He did a grading test to where he tested all the grading companies to see who was giving the best grade or who was cheating or whatever. And basically, CBCS and CGC, they're basically neck and neck. So with that being said, I can respect CBCS a little bit more, and I know that the comic book game and the industry definitely respects CGC. So, like I said, I'm happy to have that in my collection. All right, so that's it, folks. I'm glad you guys were able to stop by and check out the channel. Thanks for hanging out with me. I have not forgot. I have one final announcement to make. As I was in the chats, I was listening to everybody. I was actually on my boy Immortal Biggie Shaq's channel, and I want to take the opportunity to say Merry Christmas to the Immortal Biggie Shaq, everybody in his chat, because those guys, they really keep it comics over there, and I really appreciate everything that they do. All right, so Biggie Shaq, I appreciate you, man. You always show love, a lot of respect, and I can't tell you how much that means to me. All right, being that guy, that smaller channel, but you keep it 100, man. I appreciate you for that, dog. And I told you, I was in your chat, and I told you, keep an eye on your mailbox, because something's coming in the mail. And the reason I said that is because you are the winner of my 200 sub giveaway. Because I think, for the most part, when I dropped the names in the hat, you were the one that had the most names inside that gave you the better opportunity to be a winner, because I basically ripped up a bunch of names of all the channels that I watch and who would I be able to send the box out to. I try to do something different. Everybody does it their own way. So, and everybody's whose channels that I watch, I just put them all in a hat, shook it up really, really well, stuck my hand in there, and guess who came out? Immortal Biggie. And that's because I was mostly I'm on your site a lot, whether I say anything, but I'm in the chats. And that goes for like everybody. Like I'm even though I wasn't making content, for the past few months, I've been listening to everybody. I've been watching, I've been learning. And with that being said, let me give a shout out real quick. Let me shout out to all the people that got me started with wanting to do content, right? And basically, these are all my favorite channels, and these are all the people that keep it original. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got Wolf Warner, and when you hear Wolf come on, Wolf has it, yo. You know what I mean? That's his own thing. When you hear Wolf, yo, that's Wolf, man. Shout out to Wolf Warner, man, over there in NYC. You got Comic Tom, Mr. Geek Responsibly. God love him. He's got the subscriber shout out. I mean, like, at the end of the day, man, Comic Tom over there is doing their thing. So when you hear Geek Responsibly, that's Comic Tom. You got Jim Mint. He likes collecting all the busts and the statues and everything. He likes keeping it minty fresh over there. Shout out to my dude Jim Mint. I love what you do over there, big homie. I get a lot out of watching your channel. Even the old school, you know what I mean? Comics, Bueller's Comics, you know what I mean? I'm all jacked up on coffee yet again. You know that's Bueller. When you hear that, that's Bueller. You gotta love him for that. Like, he's so original. These are guys' own original comments that they made, so that when you hear their channel, you know who it is. You got Blurred Without Fear. I love what he does over there. What is up, Earth's Mightiest? You gotta love these guys, man. Like, the originality, just the fact in the content that they share, man, and the encouragement that they give the smaller guys such as myself. So I really appreciate those guys. You got Billy, Economics and Comics. See it when you hear, see it, you know who it is. Like, he does his previews. You know, he has his own flavor, man. So you really have to love these dudes, man. And I dig them for that. For this reason, I watch these people and I try to learn from them. You got Arkham Comics. I love this old school dude because he give it to you raw. He tell you whether you like it or not, and he has a passion for comics that you really can understand if you appreciate who he is and what he loves doing, which is collecting his comics. He has that dream of one day opening his shop back up, and I support that 100%. So shout out to Arkham Comics over there, and I love it when he tells them, well, and if you don't like what I've shown you today, then guess what? There's nothing I can do for you. I love it when he does that, man. So we gotta just make sure that we showing love to everybody. I myself, I'm a small channel, but I know that I worked hard as I can, and I'm working even harder to figure out how to grow my little 204 subscribers to get more. So at the end of the day, everybody knows and everybody recognizes that at the end of all my shows, I always invite everybody to do what? Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. And as always, we gonna keep it comics. Peace.